God message today, the shaking beneath still waters. This is no ordinary moment, and this message is not just reaching you by chance. Something has just shifted in the unseen realm, something ancient, something hidden. A shadow long concealed has surfaced. The serpent that slithered in silence has finally been caught, its whisper exposed, its venom rendered powerless. Yes, they have confessed. The betrayal, the deceit, the murmurs whispered when you weren't in the room, they're all coming to light. And I, the voice of Elion, the eternal flame, am revealing this not to shame them, but to heal you. This is not judgment, it is release. They thought their secrets were buried in the darkness of Davenport's night, but I walk the shadows where no eyes dare tread. Every false word muttered in hushed corners, every mocking smirk when you weren't looking, every lie planted like a weed. I saw it all. I saw you, Alan, my beloved child, standing amidst the storm, trembling yet unbroken. They laughed, oh yes, they laughed, when they sowed doubt, when they spun tales about you to your friends, your family. They twisted your name like a rope, hoping it would become your noose. But that rope is now uncoiling in their hands. Now, in the courts of spirit, they are trembling. They speak your name not in mockery, but in desperation. They did not know I was forging you in the fire. They saw only ashes. I saw the phoenix rising. Pause now. If your soul already burns with the echo of this truth, mark this moment. 1111, a sacred alignment, a signal that what you've prayed for, cried for, and hoped for is now unfolding before you. They never expected your resilience. They couldn't understand how, even when isolated, humiliated, and dismissed, you rose. Because what they failed to grasp is this: my seal is on you, and what I ordain, no man can undo. Even when Soraya, once your closest confidant, turned her heart against you, when Elias, your mentor, suddenly withdrew his support, when the inner circle you trusted whispered to strangers about your weakness, I was there, and I let it happen, not to break you, but to birth in you something greater than acceptance, discernment. Their actions were the catalyst, but your pain was the crucible. Now the alchemy is complete, and the gold of your purpose is beginning to gleam. This is divine upheaval. The enemy used familiarity to breach your walls. Now I will use strangers, new allies, unrecognizable blessings to rebuild your fortress. I hid you, not because you were forgotten, but because I was protecting what was sacred. Now, the scroll of your destiny has turned. The courtroom of the Spirit has convened. Testimonies are being unsealed. Heaven's scribes are now writing a new chapter titled Vindication. The names will come, not in anger, but in clarity. Names like Soraya, Elias, maybe even Azrin, who seemed too quiet. The veil is lifting, and with it, your burdens. Do not fear the revelation. Do not recoil when it hits your chest like thunder. The truth is not your enemy. The lie was. And now the liar is exposed. This isn't just about betrayal, it's about transformation. You are no longer who you were when this all began. You have become something more, forged, refined, sharp. So when the apologies come, and they will come through texts, letters, tearful voicemails, listen, but do not rush to reopen the doors you've just locked. Forgiveness is not a key, forgiveness is closure. And I'm not asking you to return, I'm asking you to release. Give their guilt to me. Let me carry the burden of justice. My scales are flawless, and my hand never misses its mark. Your light disturbed their shadows. That's why they tried to dim you. But what they failed to see is that your glow comes from within, from me. They tried to bury your name. Now I am raising it. Let the world see who you truly are. Let them witness the elevation that no rumor, no lie, no betrayal could prevent. If you feel the fire of truth settling in your spirit, mark this point with Amen, not as a ritual, but as a signal. You are stepping into the next phase. What once was loss is becoming legacy. This message, this moment, is a divine pivot. Do you feel the wind shifting? That's me, lifting you higher. And those who once laughed, they now watch in silence. Their schemes were small, but your calling is cosmic. Their whispers, no match for my roar. You thought I was silent? No, Alan. I was scripting, plotting your ascent in the presence of every tongue that doubted you. This is your justice. And now, as the old closes and the new unfolds, mark this date. This is not a message, it's a decree. And soon you'll see what was once sorrow rewritten as strength. What was once betrayal will become the bedrock of your breakthrough. You are not a victim. You are my vessel. Let every chain break. Let every unseen wound receive balm. Let the next word spoken about you be truth, spoken not in secrecy, but shouted from rooftops. You are rising now, and nothing, not serpent, not slander, not shadow, can stop what I've ordained. Type 222 if your spirit is ready for the justice to begin. The throne of light awaits. The fire has spoken. A divine shift has begun. This message did not find you by coincidence. Something divine is unfolding in the realm unseen. A hidden deceiver has been unmasked. Someone you once held close. They have whispered lies beneath breath, sowed division in corners you couldn't see. But I, Elazar, your guardian and sovereign, have watched it all. I counted every tear. I weighed every silence. They are now trembling under the weight of their guilt. They confessed, not to you, but to me, and I am revealing their identity not to disgrace them, but to lift the pain from your chest. They schemed in the shadows of Verin's gate, laughing as they plotted against your name. They assumed no one would see, that no one would defend you, but I did. I always have. You were not imagining the pressure pressing against your soul. You weren't paranoid when your spirit grew heavy for no reason. I saw how you endured, how you kept showing love while your heart bled. The betrayer was someone you trusted, someone you fed in famine. But now the veil is torn, the mask is removed. Their guilt echoes louder than their denials. Their shame rises like smoke. And yet, this is not your burden anymore. You have held this weight long enough. This is the moment where restoration begins. If you feel this in your bones, write 1111 below. Because what you're hearing now, this is the unveiling your soul has cried for in silence. You were attacked not with fists, but with words. Not in the light, but in the silence of unseen warfare. They envied your elevation. They tried to speak curses into what I had already called blessed. They forgot who you belonged to. They forgot who called you. You were chosen before the foundation of the world, anointed in the quiet, appointed in the overlooked seasons. Their approval was never your prerequisite. I approved you before they even knew your name. They smiled in your presence, but carried knives in their pockets. What they didn't realize is that I have been lifting you, not despite their opposition, but because of it. This isn't just another word, this is a divine redirection, a sacred decree that one who defiled your name, who poisoned relationships, who turned kin into strangers, I have exposed them. I have uncovered the serpent's tongue. They are not repenting because they love you. They are repenting because they now fear me. They sense judgment on the horizon. And yes, They will seek forgiveness, but forgiveness is not access. I do not require you to rebuild bridges I've already burned. You are free to release, not return. Release their name to me. I will handle the justice. I will handle the recompense. You do not need their closure. You do not need their apology. If your spirit is ready to forgive without forgetting, your mercy does not mean reunion. Your love does not demand proximity. Some doors must remain sealed. You're not bitter. You're becoming better. You're not broken. You're becoming whole. You're not confused. You're becoming clear. This exposure was necessary. The betrayer had to be revealed. The attack wasn't random. It was strategic. But I turned it. I used it. What they meant for harm, I molded into purpose. Their fangs were sharp, but I kept them from striking your soul. Their poison was real, but your purpose was stronger. Now breathe. Breathe in the stillness. Breathe out the betrayal. You are stepping into sanctified territory. This new season, this sacred shift, requires separation. The time of explaining yourself is over. I've spoken on your behalf in places their voice will never reach. The snake has been removed from your table. The oil on your life was too precious to be shared with deceivers. And now, because you stayed faithful, I am placing you in new rooms, higher callings, doors they cannot slither through. I'm surrounding your dwelling, your spiritual household, with shields of fire. You are covered, fortified, untouchable. They will try to return. They will say the right things. They will cry, not out of conviction, but out of exposure. But I am giving you supernatural discernment. You will see their fruit before they speak their peace. You will feel the counterfeit behind their compliments. You have questioned your discernment before. Not anymore. I am sharpening your spirit. I am preparing you for influence. This next realm is not for the weak hearted. They called you too sensitive. I call you spiritually precise. They mocked your tears. I collected everyone and turned them into a river of renewal. I have judged their intentions and found them lacking. You do not need to prove your worth. I will do that publicly. Their whispers cannot stop what I decree. And hear this clearly. You are not naive. You were loyal. You were honest. You were light in a room of shadows. And I honor that now. When their name rises in your heart, do not run. Do not suppress the ache. Feel it, release it, and hand it to me. You will no longer carry unspoken grief. You will no longer wonder if you were enough. You will no longer ache over what they did not value. I will give you peace without their apology. I will give you rest without their explanation. And now your voice will rise. You will dream again without fear. You will love again without guarding every breath. You will wake up with purpose, not paranoia. Type 222 if you're ready for the next phase, because I am opening the heavens. Justice is not a future promise, it is your now. The deceiver thought they won, but I was quiet only because I was preparing your table. And now it's being set. Let the betrayer watch, but they will not speak. Their mouth has been silenced, their influence revoked, their access denied. And you will rise, you will lead, you will walk as the one I always knew you were, not by pride, not by revenge, but by my power. Walk boldly now, child of light. The fire has spoken, the circle is closed, the throne has ruled. You are free. God bless you. Type yes if you believe in God. Type 1111 if you believe in God.